Kylian Mbappe is a wanted man. From pissing off an entire continent to making a football legend lose it, these are the 8 players that hate Mbappe. And just wait till you hear about the stuff he did that made Messi go nuts. But first off is way back in 2017, after he took out his own teammate. See, Mbappe was still a young kid at Monaco back then. But after turning up the heat in the Champions League and becoming so good in the league, he had eyes on him almost every week. His fans started pulling up to watch him train at Monaco, and one day, they noticed something odd. Now, the team was going on with the usual drills, but Mbappe was nowhere to be seen. And after they searched a bit, they realized Mbappe wasn't there. And that's when they found out he wasn't training with the team, because he'd been sent home. Mbappe got involved in a fight with his teammate, Andrea Raggi. And now this dude is way older than Mbappe. I'm talking years, man. But still, Mbappe decided to square up to the guy. And it became so bad that even after the fight, Mbappe refused to leave the training ground and demanded that the team go train somewhere else. The balls on this guy. Raggi hasn't forgotten about the entire thing. And I'm pretty sure he won't be sending Kylian any cards for Christmas or Thanksgiving. Maybe the reason Mbappe didn't care so much about the fight was because he knew he was going to leave for mega money in the summer. But just a few weeks at his new club, Mbappe got into another fight with his teammate, and this one was a whole load of crazy. On the pitch, Mbappe and Neymar look like the best of buddies, man. They've even created FIFA celebrations and done matching hairstyles. But it was all a distraction, because off the field, these two have a lot going on. See, in their first fight, Mbappe and Neymar clashed in a match against Toulouse, after Mbappe claimed Neymar didn't pass to him when he was open. Now, after the game, the media picked everything up, and the tweets about the two not being on good terms were a trending hashtag. Now, they tried to play everything down, and Mbappe maintained that he and Neymar were close buddies. But things got pretty heated last summer. Right after Mbappe signed his new deal at PSG that gave him a whopping $250 million contract, the club also gave him a technical role, which meant he could advise the board on who to sign and who to sell from the club. And in a shocking twist, the news came out that Mbappe was trying to get the club to sell Neymar because he thought he was a bad influence on the team with his lifestyle. When Neymar found out, he went nuts. Again, they still tried to play it cool, but a few weeks later in the league, they couldn't hide it anymore. In their win against Montpellier, PSG had a pen, but as Mbappe put the ball down to take the kick, Neymar said no way. Mbappe had already missed one a couple of minutes earlier, and with the tension in the air, it was threatening to explode. Neymar took the pen, and judging from Mbappe's reaction to the goal, there was no hiding it anymore. Because this time, the entire world knew that Neymar wasn't really buddies with Mbappe at all. Now, I'm pretty sure he hopes Mbappe moves to Real Madrid soon, because if he stays in Paris, he could end up keeping his promise to kill one of Neymar's buddies. Now, here's how this all happened. In the Champions League round of 16 clash versus Barcelona in 2021, Mbappe was determined to put on a show for the entire world. And he was on smoke in the match, dribbling through the Barca defense like they didn't even exist. But see, this one time, he took it too far. Because after he got involved in a bust-up with Jordi Alba, he said this: "Keep talking, old man. I will kill you in the streets of Paris." Whoa, whoa, whoa! I mean, I get the fact that he didn't want the Barca defenders to think he was a kid, but come on, man. That's taking it too far. Alba was stunned, and unfortunately for Kylian, this statement made him a new enemy in the Barca team: Gerard Piqué. See, Piqué was beside Alba when the entire thing happened, and as soon as he heard the stuff Mbappe said, Piqué wasn't having any of it. He immediately rushed in to defend his buddy Alba. And if I'm being honest, Piqué was really pissed with Kylian even before this one happened. Yup, it wasn't just about the comments too. I mean this. Yikes! If he's doing that to me on live TV and insulting one of my buddies, I'm hating the dude ASAP. Can't blame Peak on this one at all. The crazy thing is, in the game, Mbappe ended up scoring a hat-trick and dropping a world-class performance. And some even believe that it was because of this that Messi moved to PSG in the summer to link up with Mbappe. But it turned out to become a big disappointment, because pretty soon, Mbappe was about to piss off the GOAT. Now, even though they started off great, the signs were there. Now that Messi was at PSG, Mbappe was no longer the #1 guy at the club. Messi became the new face for TV ads and commercials, and maybe it was starting to eat Mbappe a little bit. And by the time they got to face Montpellier in the league, Mbappe couldn't hold it in any longer. They were on a counterattack, and Messi was with the ball. Now, Mbappe was shouting for the pass, but Messi felt he had better options, and he didn't pass to Mbappe. Mbappe immediately showed his frustration by throwing his arms out, and to make it worse, he ultimately disrespected the GOAT. Come on, dude, that's a disgrace. The entire football world wasn't having it, and Mbappe's actions made Wayne Rooney decide he didn't like him anymore. A 22, 23-year-old player throwing a shoulder at Messi, the greatest of all time? I've never seen a bigger ego than this in my life. Someone remind Mbappe that at 22 years old, Messi had 4 Ballon d'Ors. Oof, that was cold. But it was far from finished, man, because Mbappe still had a few more words that this time didn't just piss Messi off, but his entire team. Just a few months to the start of last year's World Cup, Mbappe came out and made a shocking statement. In South America, football is not as advanced as in Europe. That's why when you look at the last World Cups, it's always Europeans who win. Now, Mbappe should have probably ended it here, but he took it one step further. Argentina hasn't played great games of quality to reach the World Cup. Whoa! See guys, Messi's the captain of the Argentine national team, meaning Mbappe was calling him out just a few weeks after shoving him too. He was out to get Messi. Now, Kylian's comments went more than just pissing off the Argentine fans. He was taking on a whole continent. And to get back at him, Chilean legend Jose Luis Chilevert completely trashed him. I would like to see Mbappe playing away in Brazil. Here, he would be a bang average player. He's predictable. Here, we can control him calmly without any stress. I'm pretty sure Chilevert and Mbappe won't be friends anytime soon. But this wasn't the end, because a few months later, Mbappe's comments came back to haunt him in dramatic fashion, thanks to one guy. See, despite Mbappe's comments, Argentina showed the whole world they were more than capable by making it to the World Cup final, and in a crazy twist, they were up against Mbappe's France. Now, the game was tough. I mean really tough. Messi scored a brace, but Mbappe responded by scoring a hat-trick for France and taking the game to penalties. But unfortunately for Mbappe, his French team didn't have the nerve, and Argentina won on penalties. After the game, one of the first people to come comfort Mbappe was the Argentine goalie, Emilian Martinez. He was trying to get Mbappe to cheer up, but it was all a joke, man. Because just like other Argentine fans at home, Martinez didn't forget the stuff Mbappe said about his country earlier. And when celebrating the World Cup trophy, he even went on to mock Mbappe by asking his national teammates to take a moment of silence for Mbappe, as if the dude was dead or something. When asked why, Martinez gave his honest thoughts. "We are a great team, recognized as such. We just won the World Cup, and that's the perfect reward." The things Kylian said, well, when you don't have this experience, it's better not to talk. Yikes! Mbappe came out to say he didn't care about Martinez and his crazy antics after winning the World Cup. But come on, man, you're not fooling anyone. It hurts. Martinez didn't hide his hate for Mbappe, though. I mean, he's a pretty honest guy, and cool too. He even let me in on the real reason why he played like a cheat code at the World Cup. Before every match, I watch all the videos on Goal Zone. No wonder he's a huge success.